Hello everyone, happy new month to you, and I welcome you to another video tutorial. In this video we shall be taking a technical dissection of the US oil chart, and since this is going to be a follow-up detail to my previous analysis, let's quickly run through the key moments that we had during the course of last week. In fact, on the US oil last week, we were able to scoop over 1,000 pips, making this instrument the most profitable trade for us last week. So the week started on a bullish note here after we saw our price action broke out of the simple flat channel that we identified here at the beginning of the week, and we continue to rather move all the way to the upside. So as you can see here, right above the $69.80 level was where we took advantage of this buy opportunity, and lucky enough for us, we were able to identify key structures that we shall be using to add more position to our existing trade. And as you can see here, we had a $70.20 level identified, the $71 level identified here for more opportunities. So we saw the breakout of the $70.20 level, triggering the second position. We also had the breakout of the $71 level, making us trigger our buy positions here. And just on that same day, we had three positions that closed with approximately 800 pips in profit. So at the beginning of the week, the first day of the week, we already scooped in close to 800 pips on the US oil. And then as soon as price tested that $73 level, which happened to be our TP target for that day, we begin to see price action fall into a consolidation phase, which later emphasized the indecision in this market. And you all know what we look out for whenever we do have this kind of simple channel. We want to be patient enough for either a breakout or breakdown of that channel for trading opportunities. And this was exactly what happened on Tuesday. We saw the breakout of the $73 level, which triggered our buy position, and we continued to move our stop loss accordingly. We were taken out of that position again. We anticipated another breakout, and this was what happened here, and we continue to rather move all the way to the upside. Though during the midweek we witnessed some choppy situations here on the US oil, where price action continued to consolidate between the 73, I think the $74.30 level and the $72.50 area for quite a while before another wave of bullish momentum started on Thursday, and we rode that move all the way up. And as you can see here, we had three buy positions triggered here at the breakout of key structures like the $73.50, $73.90, and the $74.35 area before the sell momentum came in during the early hours of Friday's trading session. So if you do want to have a quick look into this personally, I will be dropping the link to this commentary right in the description box of this current video. And if you are watching this from my YouTube channel, you will be seeing the link to this commentary at the top right hand side of your screen right now. So with that being said here, let's dive back into the current market structure, where we are going to be deciphering what the potential of the price action will be for this week. And before I go into the details on the daily time frame, it is important I state here that the OPEC Plus committee had a meeting on the 1st of April, that was yesterday, and they came out with an unexpected move ahead of the Monday ministerial meeting, and the decision, they pledged to cut oil production. So we had a total cut of 3.66 million barrels per day. That is whooping, and there is a high chance that this might likely incite price movement, price jump to the upside this week. And I would advise you to also do your own research in that regard. There is a ton of articles out there that you can read so that you can have a better understanding of what will be driving price action for this week. So with that being said here, let's go into the technical perspective of this current chart. So right here on the daily time frame, the first thing we observed here was that price action was initially caught within a channel here since the month of November. So we had a situation here where price continued to trade within this $82 level and the $70 area. But the most important structure here that I want to lay much emphasis right here is the price activity since the beginning of the month of March. And if you look at what we have here, we have this impulsive move that broke through key significant structure to the downside, bringing price action to the lowest point price has ever been in the last 15 months. And along the impulsive move that you see here, you would notice that price action broke down two significant structure, and the first one is this bullish trend line, which was actually supporting a bullish momentum for close to 4 to 5 months. There we saw the breakdown of that structure, and we also saw the breakdown of the support line of this channel, which was the lowest point price action has been since I think December 2021. That was the lowest point price action was. So we saw the breakdown of the structure during the course of last month's trading session. So we had two significant structures broken to the downside, and as soon as price got into that $65 level here, we begin to see bullish momentum resume in this market, bringing price back into this area around the $76 level. And from a technical standpoint, when we look at this structure, we expect that whenever price action breaks down a key structure like this, there is a tendency that price action may likely come back to retest the structure in anticipation of another wave of bearish momentum. Well, this is a theoretical understanding, and it's not all the time price action follows this route, as there is a high chance that price action could break out of the $76 level, considering the fundamental perspective that sprang up during the course of the weekend to incite a bullish move to the upside. So these are things that we are going to be looking at around here, and you would agree with me that price action is currently trading around a key structure, a zone which shares a confluence with that level that was broken earlier in the month of March. We saw the breakdown of the bullish trend line. Price action is back into that structure, and the structure here shares a beautiful confluence with that $76 area, which shall be serving as the yardstick for trading activity for today. So what we are going to be doing here for this week is to try and be patient enough to see how price action will be reacting to the structure to decide what our next line of action will be. And to further help us to be able to position ourselves in such a way that we can catch any potential trading opportunity here, I was able to identify a simple setup that we can make use of during the early hours of the new week. And this will be identified on the 4 hours time frame. So I will be scaling down into the 4 hours time frame. So this is what I was able to identify on the 4 hours time frame. So I looked at the chart from the beginning of the month of March, and obviously it was quite evident that price action was bearish. And when we connected the series of lower highs here, we saw this bearish trend line figured out, which also emphasized the strength of the sellers in this particular market. However, something interesting happened here during the beginning of last week's trading session, as we saw how price action significantly broke out of that bearish trend line, giving us a beautiful sign that the bearish trend line is no longer strong enough to hold that bearish momentum anymore. And as a result of this, we were lucky enough to be part of this move, as we saw price action continue to find higher highs and higher lows in that regard. So with the situation we have right here, so we shall be focusing on what has actually been happening here since the later part of the month of March. And one thing we saw here is the fact that price action has transitioned into an ascending channel here after connecting the higher highs and the higher lows here. This was a beautiful ascending channel, and During the second half of last week trading session, we saw how price action was respecting the resistant line of this channel. So the question now for this week is, are we going to see sudden pressure, that is the resistant line, resist all attempt by the buyers to break out of that structure? If that is going to be the case, then we might likely see price action do a retracement back into the support line, probably in anticipation of another wave of bullish momentum to the upside. And if price action breaks down the support line, then we might likely be seeing a sell-off in this market, but I doubt if that will be happening. But if it does happen, we want to be on standby to catch that move. That is one scenario here that we are going to be looking forward to this week. Then the other perspective here is if the bullish momentum here continues following the latest development in the OPEC Plus decision, we might likely see price action break out the $76 level. And if it does break out of that level, then we would have had a breakout of the resistant line of that ascending channel to give us a sign that that trend line is no longer strong enough to hold price action. And if this happens and continue with buy pressure above that level, then we might be in for more opportunities to add more position to our existing trade. We also have a key structure at the $78 level, which we are also going to be paying attention to see how price action will be reacting to that level if price action ever breaks out of the $76 area. So for this week, we shall be focusing on how price action will be reacting to the $76 level here, hereby making the structure our key level for the new week. So let's see how price action plays around this area, and be rest assured that I will be with you in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what my expectations are after monitoring how participants in this market will be reacting to the current structure here during the early hours of the new week. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your personal decision on the US oil, and if it did, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at DarkSherry. It is spelled DarkSherry, so that you can be part of the daily commentaries I normally share in the comment section of all of my videos. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section on Monday morning as we get prepared for the new week. Do have a wonderful evening, everyone. Bye-bye.